Hello, everybody, and good evening. And welcome
Good
to this.
evening.
Yes, it's nice to see you here again. And I want everyone to mute your microphones if you have any questions or problems. Before starting the class, I have to say hello to everybody. I'm so happy that you all are here. This is the third session of common errors in English. So before starting, if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer your questions. If you don't have any questions, I go straight to the topic. As usual, you can type in the group chat if you have any questions or problems as well. And I think, so there is a message in the group chat. You need to turn on your microphone, your voice in the Zoom. If you're using the Windows format or PC format, go down left. You can check the voice over there, down left. Yes. All right, done. So let's go to today's lesson, which is Common Errors in English, Part 3. As usual, I need, and I will ask some people to read some parts. So I need your cooperation in this case to read and complete this part. All right. This page is page 5, so we studied 4 pages already. Here we are going to study about accept and some other parts, except one. So who's ready to read this part? I'm waiting for a volunteer to read this part. A brave, strong lady or gentleman to read this part.
May I?
I can read.
So one of the ladies, please, could you please say your name so that I understand who, and I say this person or that person. You can say your name. No one? So please, one person, please start reading this part.
Can I read?
Of course, yes. May I ask your name, please?
Yağmur.
Yağmur. Okay, Yağmur, please read this part, except.
Okay, the company will not accept to buy new machines. The company will not agree to buy new machines. You accept someone's advice, opinion.
So wait. Okay. So the wrong sentence is this. The company will not accept. Accept. As you see here, I wrote the meaning of accept here in Turkish. To buy new machines. The true sentence, the company will not agree to buy new machines. Whenever we want to use this one, we have to use it in this format. Agree. Agree to do something. Look here in the paper. You see, agree to buy. Agree to do something. The green parts are the formats, or you say kalıp. Okay, in Turkish you say kalıp. We have in green parts, we have the formats. We have to learn the formats. Always we use agree to do something. This is the format for agree. And the meaning is this one, katılmak, as you see. The other one, accept. We say accept something. We don't say accept to do something. No, we say accept something. As you see here, Yağmur, please read this part. You accept.
Okay, you accept someone's advice.
No. Wait. Accept. Accept. Okay.
You accept someone's advice, opinion, or suggestion, but you agree say you are willing to do something. Compare I accept her suggestion and agree to see the doctor that evening.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. So as you see
You are
here,
welcome.
the form or format or let's say the pattern of using agree is this: agree to do something. We need to write a verb. But for accept, we say accept something. The format is accept plus something, noun. Thanks so much. So don't make a mistake using accept and agree in this case. Accept number 2. Who is ready to read this part? Accept number 2. Except number 2. No one is ready to read?
Well, I can. My name
Yes,
is
please. Again, please, your name?
Latife.
Latife. Okay, very good. Read it, please, Latife.
Okay. The driver did not accept me to get on the bus. The driver did not allow me to get on the bus. We can't accept a motorway to be built throughout our town. We can't allow a motorway to be built throughout our town.
Okay, thank you so much, Latife. Here, the wrong sentence is this: the driver did not accept me. No, we don't say accept. We say did not allow. Did not allow. What is allow? Allow, as you see here, allow, permit, or let. In Turkish, you say izin vermek for all of them. But they have a special formats, special patterns. Look at this one. Permit somebody to do something like this. The driver did not allow or did not permit somebody, me, to do something, to get on the bus. Allow and permit have the same format or pattern. Allow somebody to do something, permit somebody to do something. But the format of let is different. Let somebody do something, not to do something. All right. So whenever we are speaking about the letting or permitting or allowing, we use these ones. We never use accept. Didn't accept is wrong in this case. Latife, can you please read this part? And wait a moment. Second example, we can accept to motorway to be built. B-E-L-T. Built. Built is wrong, everybody. Built through our town. We can't allow a motorway to be built through our town. So, Latife, can you please read this this part?
Okay. You allow, permit someone to do something or let them do it. Many parents do not allow, permit their children to watch violent films. Many parents do not let their children watch violent films.
All right. Latife, can you translate this sentence into Turkish? Many parents don't allow or don't permit their children to watch violent films. Can
Çoğu
you
ebeveynin çocuklarının şiddet filmleri izlemesine izin vermez.
Okay, thanks so much. So it's like let, permit, and allow. Thank you, Latife. Again, people, if you have any questions, I'm ready to listen to you. If you don't, you can type in the group chat. If not, we continue. So next part, we are focusing on the word access. Access. What is access? A volunteer again, please read this part. Access. A strong lady or a gentleman?
I can read it.
Yes, Özlem, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Please.
Okay. Computers give us an easier access to information. Computers give us easier access to information.
What are the differences between these ones? It's just an. Give us an easier, give us easier. So let's read this part, Özlem. Access is?
Access is uncountable noun. The Entrance has been widened to provide easier access for disabled people. They have no right to refuse access to files.
All right, that's it. Access is an uncountable noun. As you see here, we have a pattern. We use a, an plus adjective plus singular noun, like a perfect book. But whenever this noun is uncountable, we cannot say a perfect. We say perfect something. And here is in the red part, there is a warning. Never use a or an plus uncountable nouns. Here it says access is an uncountable noun. The entrance has been widened, widened, become opener, become bigger, widened to provide easier access for disabled people. Disabled people, who can say the meaning of disabled people? What is disabled people? Disabled people? No ideas? Huh?
Engelli.
Right, exactly. Disabled people are the people who have the problems in their bodies, yes. And they have no right to refuse us access to the files. Next part, the mistake with the word accident. What mistakes do people make with the word accident? One person, please. A volunteer reads this part.
I can read.
Of course, Nuray, right?
Yes, right.
Please.
Her car was involved in a big accident. Her car was involved in a serious accident.
Mm-hmm. So as you see here, big, we know big. Big means big in size, huge, enormous. Whenever we want to say something bad, dreadful, nasty, serious, or fatal, we say, for the accident, for example, we use these words, not big. All of these words, bad, dreadful, nasty, serious, and fatal, are the negative words. Their meaning is negative. So we never use big accident. So accident, car, they have an accident. So we never say big accident. We say dreadful or serious or nasty accident. Okay, so be careful about the word accident. We can use these words, not big accident. Thanks so much, Nuray. Next one, accommodation. Accommodation. What is the meaning of accommodation first? Accommodation means a place for someone to stay, live, or work. In Turkish, you say kalacak yer. Yes? So a person, one of you, please read this part.
May I?
Sure, yes, please. Enise. Huh?
Yes. Could you
Please.
help me look for an accommodation? Could you help me look for accommodation?
Mm-hmm. So the difference between first and second is this. Could you help me look for an accommodation? Could you help me look for accommodation? Read the second couple.
May I?
Yes, please. Recep. Yes, please.
Could you help me look for accommodation?
Read the number 3 and 4. This one.
3 and 4, okay.
Yeah.
Accommodations in London are very expensive. Accommodation in London is very expensive.
Yes. As you see here, thank you, Recep. Accommodations and accommodation. The difference is here. What is that? As you see here, I have written here BRE. BRE is the short form of British. In British English, accommodation, or a place for a person to live or work, okay, is uncountable now. In British English, they never say accommodations, but in American English, it is okay. You can say accommodations. So, Recep, can you please read this part in British English? Recep, or someone else who is ready for reading?
Can I?
Yes, please, Betül.
In British English, accommodation, a place to stay or live in, is always uncountable. For the first year, we stayed in rented accommodation. In American English, both accommodation and accommodations, plural, are used.
Yes. Accommodation and accommodations in American English, it's okay. But in British English, it's not okay. And this is the difference between American English and British English. Thank you, Betül. Next word that people make mistakes is the word accomplish. Accomplish. The meaning of accomplish, as you see here, I have written, it's yapmak or başarmak. So, a person, one of you please again, one of the ladies or gentlemen, volunteer to read.
May I?
Enisa, yes, please.
To accomplish world unity, we need peace. To achieve world unity, we need peace. Should I continue?
Wait, yes, I will ask you to read next two also. To accomplish word unity. Unity means come together, become united, together, come together. We need peace. To achieve world unity, we need peace. Read second couple, Enisa, also.
A balanced diet is accomplished by eating many different kinds of food. A balanced diet is achieved by eating many different kinds of food.
All right. The true sentence is a balanced diet is achieved by eating many different kinds of food. The meaning of achieve in Turkish, as you see here, elde etmek. So we don't need to mix these words, achieve and accomplish. What are the differences between achieve and accomplish? So one person, please read this part. When you...
I can.
Yağmur, please.
When you accomplish something, you manage to do it or complete it, especially something that gives you satisfaction. She felt that she could accomplish more through journalism. During his 5 years as president, he accomplished very little. When you achieve...
So what is accomplish? Accomplish means you do something and the final result is perfect or satisfaction. It gives you happiness. You say, yes, I did. It's called accomplish. For example, you are 100 kilograms. You want to lose weight to 70 kilograms. After, for example, 5 months, you weigh yourself and you see, yeah, I'm 70 kilograms. So this is an accomplishment. I accomplished. This is called accomplish. Now let's go to achieve.
When you achieve something, you manage to do or obtain what you have planned to do or obtain, especially after a lot of effort. The company intends to achieve all these goals within the next 5 years. By the age of 20, she had already achieved her ambition. Note that achieve is also used to mean accomplish. By the end of the course, you will feel that you have really achieved something.
Okay, in some cases we can use, thank you, Yağmur. In some cases we can use accomplish and achieve together instead of each other. But generally, accomplish means the result, perfect result, you receive it and you say, yes, it's my job, I did it. And the other one for achieve, you need to try hard. Achieve focuses on the process. I achieved success. It means that on the way, on the process, I tried really hard. So it's called achievement. But accomplishment, you do something very important and outstanding. In Turkish, you see the meanings of these words, obtain, almak or elde etmek, and the same. But accomplish is something higher than achieve. Although in some cases we can use them instead of each other. Next part, It's about according to, according to. So how do people use it and how do they make mistakes using according to? A lady or a gentleman, I need to read this part, please.
I can read.
Yes, please, Recep.
According to me, we should spend more money on education.
Read.
In my opinion, we should spend more money on education.
Thanks so much. So here we have, the difference is this, according to me or in my opinion. In my opinion, we should spend more money on education. So what is the difference between according to me and in my opinion? Recep, can you please read according to?
Okay. According to the writer, Dr. Owen, her teachers, them, not me, us. According to Charles Anderson, the government should pay.
Pay closer attention.
Should pay closer attention to public opinion. To introduce your own opinion, use in my or opinion. In my opinion, he didn't deserve a prison sentence.
Yes. So whenever you want to speak about your idea, what you think, okay, you can use in my idea or to me or in my viewpoint, okay? But whenever you want to think about, you want to talk about other people's ideas or words, use according to. For example, you can say according to my father, but in my idea. According to my mother, I think, or in my viewpoint. So whenever you want to talk about yourself, use in my idea or to me or in my viewpoint. As you see here, I have written down some items here. In my idea, to me, or in my viewpoint. Thank you, Recep. Account. What is account? Let's go to this part with the word account. Who wants to read account?
May I, teacher?
Betul, yes, please.
My name is Iram.
Yes.
Sorry, Iram. Yes.
We also have to take into account that the schools are overcrowded. We also have to take into account the fact that the schools are overcrowded.
Yes. So what is take into account? As you see here in Turkish, dikkate almak. So the true is this, take into account. The format is this, take into account the fact that, okay? We never say take into account that. We say we have to take into account the fact that, not into account that. Fact means something real, something that we know it. So take into account plus the fact that. For example, we say, I have to take into account the fact that the dollar rate is increasing these days. Or I have to take into account that the fact that, take into account the fact. The fact is very important because we are talking about the facts, real things. Thanks. So to mention you, we have only maybe 10 minutes or 12 minutes of the class. So we go ahead and I hope we finish this page. Accurate. The word accurate. How do people make mistakes with this? As you see here in Turkish, doğru, kesin, tam. And hatasız bir şey. This one is very important. Accurate means it talks about something that it has no error, no error. So who is ready to read this part? Accurate.
I can read it.
Yes, Özlem, please.
I cannot give you the accurate date of my arrival yet. I cannot give you the exact date of my arrival yet.
Thanks. I cannot give you the accurate accurate. The true pronunciation is accurate. I cannot give you the accurate date of my arrival. Arrival means coming. Date of my arrival means the date that I come. And here we go. I cannot give you the exact date of my arrival. So what is the difference between accurate and exact? Of course, they have the same meaning. As you see here, exact meaning is this, doğru, or something that has maximum details. Exact is that one. But accurate means something that has no error, no mistake. All right. Özlem, can you read this part, please?
Accurate is mainly used to describe something said or written that figures contains no errors. Her novels are always historically accurate. These figures can't be accurate surely to describe something that produces no errors. Are you sure the bathroom scales are accurate? When you mean correct and as detailed as possible, use exact. The exact time is 3 minutes to 7. Do you remember this exact words? They'll be arriving next week on Friday at 3 to be exact.
Okay, thanks so much. To be exact is a very good phrase. So as you see here, for accurate, we have what? No error. No error. But for exact, whatever we need is the details. So whenever you want to talk about the details, use the word exact. Whenever you want to talk about the something that is always true or has no error, use accurate. For example, we say accurate measurements or accurate size of something, and exact time of movie, when it starts, when it finishes. We say exact. Thanks. Next one, a custom. Of course, we have 5 minutes of the class to remember. So, a custom, meaning number one, as you see here in Turkish, we have alışmak. So, who wants to read this part? A custom.
May I?
Who? Ayşegül?
No.
Who? Enisa? Who?
Yeah, Enisa.
Yes, please, Enisa. Yes, please.
I am beginning to accustom to the British way of life. I am beginning to get accustomed to the British way of life.
Okay, so beginning to accustom to is wrong. Beginning to get accustomed to. So what is the story of accustom? As you see here, we have the green part, which have the form or pattern of this one. Be, get, become, or grow plus accustomed to plus something. Or they are the same. Be, get, become, grow, used to something. Like this, I am accustomed to sleeping early. I am accustomed to sleeping early, or I am used to sleeping early. What is that? As you see here, I have written the Turkish translation. So we have to always remember that after be, get, become, grow, accustomed to, or used to, we have a noun here, something, noun. All right. And as you see here, like this one, I'm beginning to get accustomed to the British way. The British way is the noun. Please read these examples. Number one.
I can read.
Yes, please.
Be, become, get, grow, accustomed to something. Within a few minutes, my eyes had grown accustomed to the dark. Not that, apart from informal styles, most people prefer be, become, get, grow used to. I am beginning to get used to the British way of life.
Yes, thank you. So remember that be accustomed to or accustomed to is formal. Used to is informal. These are the differences between accustomed to and used to. And the verbs or collocations for accustomed to and used to is be, become, get, and grow. Thanks so much. If you have no problems, we step on number 2, please. Who wants to read number 2? Yes, please, man.
My name is Mustafa.
Mustafa,
Where
please.
I come from, we aren't accustomed to see so many things in the shops. Where I come from, we aren't accustomed to seeing so many things in the shops.
Continue, please.
Be accustomed to doing something. He has accustomed to leading a life of luxury.
Luxury, yes. Thank you. Again.
Luxury.
Yes, thanks so much, Mustafa. And this is again, as I told you, be or get or become or grow accustomed to do something, to doing something. What is doing something? Doing something is noun phrase, as I wrote here. Accustomed to or used to plus something, something. And doing something is noun phrase, noun. So we have to always use nouns here. All right. So we have only 1 minute of the class, and I don't want to continue more about this part. It's enough for this session. So if you have any questions or problems, you can ask me right now. If you don't have, yes?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
First sentences, to see. Is it a verb?
Which one?
Accustomed to see. There is two verbs.
Let me see. A few my eyes.
Where I came from, we are not accustomed to see.
We're not accustomed to see is wrong. Yes, because
to
after to, we have to write noun. Okay, to seeing. Okay. The format is this one.
Infinitive or not?
To see is infinitive. So here is wrong. We don't need to write it. So everybody, the class time is over. I'm not going to share the screen anymore. Okay. And thanks everybody for joining us. See you in the next class and have fun.